Today's Tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against Ein, and we are running the all-brawl lance here, the two hunchbacks with the lasers, the Centurion, and the Locust, and we're going to see how we do. It would be more balanced if you couldn't see the names, I think. It should be a little bit of a surprise, because it kind of gives away the game a little. It's like how you're not supposed to know how many health points the AI has in the single player mission, right? You can kind of guess what's happening out of some of the mechs. Like if you don't see the mech and you see you're taking max damage through a brace from one shot, you generally know that's an Apex, but other than that, I probably agree. You shouldn't be able to tell what the opponent's piloting, because information gives away a lot in this game. Alright, I'm still enjoying this hill a lot. This hill's okay. If I had maybe a bit of a long range lance, over here's fine. But for the close range lances, you got to fight around this hill somewhat. Otherwise, yeah. What have I got here? Probably need ozone towards the front. And sumo. The other reason I have sumo is the meta at the moment is to have Firestarters. If anyone rocks up with a Firestarter, I'm pretty much stuffed. 2 Firestarters is the meta. It's what, if you want to win games, bring Firestarters. And sumo and a Locust is there to sort of play around it. So the idea behind sumo here is the Firestarters come in, sumo gets to punch one, it pushes it back in an initiative phase. They then have to do some work to maybe try and save that Firestarter from just getting punched on by everybody. So at least you can maybe claim a Firestarter as you go down in fairly much flames. Because Firestarters on hunchbacks is pretty much a death trap, right? These things, they have very little back armor, so they're looking at death if you get on top of them. We're gonna actually sit in these trees for a sec while I wait for the opponent to come in. I've played opponents that have bum rushed me over this hill, and they've done okay, but every time I bum rush over this hill I do poorly, so I've taken to not running over that hill lickety-split. You lose a lot of traction as you go over this, so what happens is they sit here and they're braced, right? As you come over this hill you have to move, brace, and you take a lot of damage going over the hill, which is not worth it. I remember I was supposed to fix this lance too, actually. So the reason the 4P beats the 4G is A, you can torso twist with this thing. So if I should have torso twisted all of these actually. This side of the mech only has your heat sinks and a medium laser. If you torso twist on the AC-20 version, there's ammo in one side and the AC-20 in the other. If you lose either of those, the AC-20 is not worth anything to you. Secondly, this actually does, all of these lasers actually does more damage than the AC-20 variant if you get to fire every turn. So you do, what's this, 100, is this 200? 50, 50, 50, 50, yeah, it's 200, right? 220 for the small laser, which is more than 170 that you do out of the AC-20. The AC-20 is good if you can put Apex in it and maybe look to rip a section off a mech a turn. But it's a lot of gamble. And if you lose anything off that, we're going to reserve down. I'm going to probably brace these two. Well, we see what, 25 tons. Well, we see what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Whereas you've got, I mean, you do a truckload of damage, but I mean, probability, if you've only got 50% and you've got that on an AC-20, you've got 50% of doing max or nothing, right? Whereas on 50% of this, at least if I don't hit, I'm probably going to hit with at least a few. Mainly the torso twisting is the important thing here. That jumped in. It's Firestarter, probably. The AC-20 would be okay, I think, if you could, if the stock wasn't so screwed up. Because it's got the ammo on one side and the AC in the other, it makes it really hard to use all your ammo off this thing. Or all your armor, sorry. So these are both his lights at the front. And we know one's a Firestarter. Plus these guys don't run too hot. They're not bad. The alternative is you bring Kintaros. And Kintaros can do it. But they run really hot. I just need to know what he's got. I'm gonna guess he's gonna sense lock something. So we're just gonna rotate here and brace for a sec while we work out what his lance is. He might even reserve. If he reserves, I'm just gonna reserve down with him. If I have all my turns, he has his last. It's my start, yeah. So there's no real point in me not reserving down if he reserves down. Yeah, here we go. I should actually have a Mockingbird instead of probably Buckshot. So that I can sense lock and fire back some LRM-10s if need be. The difference in these, in Buckshot versus Mockingbird is, I think it's 4 gunnery, which is 2.5% to hit. 50 ton. I gotta be careful in the open here. This thing could DFA as well, so we're just gonna rotate everybody while we see what he does. I find that the start of the game generally takes... This is the hard part that takes you 20 minutes to get an actual fight. Yeah. I don't, okay, so now we're about to see. So that's a sensor lock. He's got one more mech. Who sensor locked it? Was that one, right? So he's moved here, sensor locked. So now we're about to see if he's got LRMs back there. If he's got LRMs, we have to charge over this hill. Who'd he lock, actually? So he locked Ozone. Somebody said, I think you can play mods as long as both sides have exactly the same files. Don't quote me on it though. But as long as both sides have exactly the same files. If you have a mismatch, then you're gonna get rejected. If you have modded your stuff, oh, this is gonna suck. If you've modded your stuff and the other side hasn't, you don't get anything. If he has a catapult or something like that, we'll see in a sec. A Treb can easily fit into this lance, so he's got to have something fairly expensive for this to be like this. A jumping 60. This is gonna hurt a little. This is gonna hurt a lot. If this is some sort of jump lance, hunchbacks are garbage against jumping lances. We gotta keep Sumo safe here. So it should be, he's got an arc light, okay. So it's gonna be always my start till we can clear the arc light. Who's he got arc light on? I wonder if he's probably got arc light on the Firestarter. I've seen that build quite a bit. I do that in one of my lances. Because it always gives you the initiative start. Into this lance, I don't want to run into this lance. I might have to... Yeah, so arc light on Firestarter. If he backs that up, it's going to take 2 turns to get over the hill. Thanks for the follow there, Luft. It's going to take 2 turns to get over this hill in a brace mode. There's no... We're going to reserve no matter what. He's probably looking for a flank. I do want to play... I'm going to reserve down to probably this. I do want to play with mods. The only problem is yeah, you have to keep 2 sets of files, and I'm actually really lazy. Alright, so let's have a think. I think... He's probably got... 4 evasion. He sense locked, right? He did not. So he's probably got 4 evasion and a brace. He doesn't have a lot of long range here. I could corner him. This rubble sucks though. And we could toast now. So Sumo's going to be first. He's got sensor locking over here. Alright. Walking this way. Yeah, so he's braced. I have thought about this. I think if you still have to push into these trees. We're going to reserve again. I want this to go. I tend to go this. It chokes a little. They get... if you position there, you get to fire with one, right? I wish they would make... I don't know how I feel about... I understand the map layout, right? So the map layout is defensive positions on both sides. I feel like the maps should be defensive positions in the middle. No cover. Defensive position, right? So you should be able to push without being punished so much. I'd love to know what that is. It's probably going to sense lock, right? There we go. So that's his other sensor lock. Yeah, like this is such a bad... I feel like this is so bad. This really punishes attacking. Like if anything, I would have put a ridge here in the middle. So for some lost games or something. But this rock thing really punishes the player for moving into that. I kind of want to shoot... I kind of want a torso twist here as well. I think this is the best we can do. We're going to go with Arclight. So he's going to have 4 evasion. We shoot with Arclight. He gets down to 3. We fire in all the lasers. We're going to be unbraced. I need to reserve once more. We'll see. I'm still not sure what this 50 ton is. I should be playing him this weekend. I was meant to play him 2 weeks ago, but I had something to do, unfortunately, so I had to reschedule. Either that, or if the tournament doesn't get a shuffle, apparently we're facing each other straight up. Yeah, a little excited for Saturday. I'll see how... Oh, that is the finalized bracket. So I got him straight up. I had a good laugh with him, because we were supposed to play a game this Saturday. And, how does he want to punish here? I think he wants to... This is jump. I think if I take this right here, he has no vision. Although that jumped fairly well. I know you can fire from somewhere over here. I think about here you can fire. So it definitely wants to be you first, I think. From the trees, at least. And then he has to decide what he wants to do. Yeah, this is actually your lance, but I've taken a Centurion instead. Did I just get vision of that? I don't think I did. It's a little risky. We're not going to do a hell of a lot of damage here, but just kind of want to weaken it up a little. Yeah, I've just been playing random lances. Like the game before this one, I played with a Thunderbolt. A Thunderbolt, 2 Centurions, and soon I'm not letting go of Sumo and a Locust. If I ever bring a Locust, it's always Sumo. Yeah, I'm not convinced about this. This should have maybe have been, this This should have been probably either ozone or buckshot, and then somebody over here should have been mockingbird. Yeah, that's not happening. She's got vision on this. I don't think... We'll see. Yeah, I rolled up this lance, and I forgot to make any edits to it, because I actually played it... Is that a quick draw? Okay, so a bunch of medium lasers. You can't fire from there? Alright, he can. Alright, so he's got a quick draw. What is this though? I still don't know what this is. This hill is gonna kill me. Alright, so we get to move at least before his quick draw, so these guys can all brace. I might just push this corner then. Who can do the best pushing here and have decent... Alright. So toast this guy, and then... Yeah, it's the best torso twist we can get anyway. You know what? I have been pinching your lances, all of your lances. I have been doing it. We'll probably fire in every 35s. It's going to be ass, but so be it. He's probably going to jump this out anyway. I wonder if he goes aggressive here. He can't really. This is a little... Got 30s versus 30s. Could toast this. Oh shit, we've only got seconds though. I get to go. Oh no, I should have gone on this guy actually. I should have gone on the quick draw. I get to go twice before him. Yeah. Oh well. I hate Firestarter. I think Firestarters just piss me off. Can I get this guy? Let's have a think. Sumo. You move. You fire. You fire. It is the goddamn Firestarter. I want to know what this 50-ton is, actually. It's sprinting. Whatever it is. So let's think. He goes first. Or he reserves. It's my start. I reserve. It's my start. He can still pick one of these guys to fire at. But we should be okay. Yeah, so we fire him with you. We'll have to torso twist this poor guy out of this. Real bad maneuver here. Alright, so it's probably going to be you twisting first. And we trust the 2 evasion before he fires whatever that 50-ton is. This rock face sucks. I think... See, even the other thing, you can see it right there. Like, this guy gets the slight height advantage. So I actually think he's getting... I don't know if he gets full hit chances back. You could come in, puts him on the rubble. I have no knockdown in this lance. So we're just going to ignore. Rubble does nothing for us. Actually, rubble probably does nothing for him as well. He's got some SRMs here, right? 50 tons. Could be... Is he coming in for a flamethrower? Pretty sure that's close to flamethrower range, right? Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. He's going for... He's probably looking for a jump behind. So... We reserve. We're gonna have to eat. We're gonna have to eat it with one of these, but that's fine. From whatever this is. And then everybody fires. I mean, that's what Sumo's there for, right? Sumo punches him. If he jumps first, Sumo punches him next. He goes into the light phase. Does he go last? He does go last, which means I go first, which means I get to punch him again. Hunchbacks are pretty nasty. Yeah, it's Arclight and a Firestarter, so pretty much she's gonna have yeah, 60. Alright, do you push? He's thinking about whether he pushes this, I think. No, he's thinking about what he does with this. Commando 2D, so he does have knockdown. Is he going to just go ham here? I think he's going to go ham. He's going to fire everything he's got. It's a shame I didn't fire on this. I should have ignored this. Alright, so he's primarying up this guy, so we go first with you then. We'll torso twist your ass. Let's have a think. I could eat another round of damage. And shred some evasion with probably the Centurion here instead. Yeah, so we'll turn... I think I'm going to turn with the Centurion first. Take down the evasion and then give better hit chances to Ozone. Ozone shouldn't lose any unless it happens to be a Flamin AC-20, which it could be. I'd rather risk the AC-20 and... I mean, he's got vision on all of this, so no matter who turns, someone's going to eat an AC-20. Let's twist your ass a little. Fire in. How hot are we? We're fine. He shouldn't be able to get back hits there. If he DFAs, this is taking a this is taking a square, so I think he only gets here and here. Is that what I did to him? 9 damage. Nice. So he'll move this. I'm probably going to move Sumo fire. I don't know if I can quite get Sumo in firing range to shred that. 4 evasion onto this. He goes with that on Sumo. Alright, what are you? 4P. There we go. Oh, here comes the laser boat. Alright, we should be fine there. It's a lot of armor still. Alright, so you, my friend, can get 4 evasion to here, He fires the quick draw at you. Should be okay. Then we fire these two in. He jumps in. This fires, this fires. Yeah, I'll take it. If I'd fired last turn, he would have been down to 1 evasion. Which would have been better for us. Alright. So Ozone. You need to twist somewhat, but not too much. Probably something like this. Goes front and side, but not back. Front, side, yeah, that should be still side there. Brace up. Fire in. Ooh, he lost the jump jet, so that's a little bit less off that. What's he down to? Man, he's just tanking this a fair bit though. Use twist as well. Twist and shout. What's in this? Blockade, Mockingbird, Ozone. So he's got brace, brace, brace. Okay, so he's gonna brace probably with that dude as well. 60s. Alright. This is not where I'd like to be fighting. I wish I was in the trees, since a DFA from this will crap on us a little. He DFAs, he fires, we get to go. Can normally brace this before he can, right? Probably jumps this out to save its ass. Or is he just going to fire from there? Torso twisting's not going to help him. I could probably melt this next turn if he doesn't move it. Through a brace. Through a brace we do... How much damage do we do through a brace? It's about 90 something. It's about 90 something. So we do 180 to the 2 through a brace. It's not bad. Nobody's too hot either. Torso twist. So he's given up this arm. And this. Okay. Alright, he's going on the arc light now. Alright, this is going to be a battle of the gods. DFA. My start. I punch. He fires. Alright, we got some initiative problems though. I do have some initiative problems. Punch him into there. He goes last, I start. Alright. I get to, so he's gonna turf somebody. I don't know about that. I punch him. He goes into phase 4. He's in phase 2. As long as I don't reserve down into phase 2, I get to go first. I can punch him into medium. And we can just wail on this with arc light. I probably reserve here. And then we make all our turns in phase 3. This might be dead. I don't know, yeah. So what he's looking for, I don't know. You can't use your Firestarter like that. You have to have your Firestarter. Yes, I'm gonna fire everyone into probably the quick draw. I'm gonna punch this. I might even consider punching it twice. And then we get to go before his quick draw anyway. Well, he has to go with his quick draw last. These two will probably fire into here. Bash, bash. And away we go. He's struggling. He's about to hit entrench. There he goes. Alright, so his medium lasers has to come forward if he wants to shoot at Arclight here. Arclight can twist like this. It should be okay. Or I could go with one of these guys, actually. Might go with one of these guys before we do that. Although he still fires on Arclight, probably. I think we'll just take this now. So this should still be side shots. Not quite. This will probably get him unsteady. He's gonna have to jump a million miles if he wants to do anything here. I think he has to come forward to fire with the lasers if he wants to. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, right? You can't. I don't want to just roll with the same mechs every time. Like the 4G did used to be in this comp. It's just I just wanted something else. I'm trying not to kill everybody with flimin' the best fit I can, right? But yeah, definitely the 4G does have its advantages in this over this. I won't say it, but the Centurion AL, well, I will say it. He doesn't have a lot going for him, other than the fact that he looks cool. I mean, how can you not say that this? I mean, look at that arm. Does this not look like the Terminator coming for you? He's moving to fire on this. No? Okay, he's just trying for the front shots. I mean, yeah, it's... I mean, I am paying for this, right? But the large laser just kicks you on the butt, I think. So we get to hit you on the side again. So he'll be down to 0 evasion. I'm actually really tempted to clear this right now. The real problem with him doing this right now is this mech gets to go and it gets to sink all of its damage. Damn, that is He's doing okay. Like, he's throwing all sorts of things at me and making me have a real hard time thinking about what I want to do here. I could fire into the side again with everything. We've done nothing to this leg, unfortunately. It means the quick draw has to move. Quick draw is braced. I'm probably fairly happy to clear this guy now. Plus the torso twist is pretty unreal. I could just punch this guy into the ground, actually. And then he goes down another initiative phase. Where do we get to punch from, though? From the back. No thanks. Yeah, we're just gonna go like this. He goes, I get to push this on the ground if I hit it with the Centurion anyway. Or I just hit it with Arclight. I mean, Sumo, and we're good. We're just gonna kill this thing. I think it's dead before it gets up. So I'm happy to probably just hose it. I mean, this is Arclight. Have you taken a head hit yet? Have you taken a head hit? Not yet. Sucks. I'm definitely not giving back shots to him. Damn, you have to fire him from the front. It's probably okay. Imagine being this Firestarter pilot. He's like, Arclight, look, I've got a job for you. I need you to jump. Did I? Alright. That's cool. I swear I had the torso twist there. I saw the red line. Whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely not giving up back shots. I mean, we've got Forest. He has to keep marching forward. We've got plenty of armor. It sure will. I got excited. I got super excited. But yeah, imagine being Arclight and they're just like, yo, you need to roll in and I need you to jump on 3 heavies. I have 3 mediums. And this light. Don't worry about it, buddy. We'll get you out of there. We'll get you out of there. And Arclight's, okay. Yes, sir. Alright, so he goes. I go. We punch this again. It goes into here. We wail on it. It goes on the floor. I would probably... What would I do if I was him? I was thinking I'd maybe take my quick draw this way. He's chilling it out. Alright, so it's my start. Sumo, sir. Smash this thing into... Oh. So I need the 85 to work here as well. That's the thing. So there is a small chance that we miss. He then fires on something over here, shuts it down, and we are in the shit. So now it should go another phase. We punch with the Centurion, it's on the ground. I need another flimin' melee roll on this again. And then we get to fire with these guys while it's on the ground. It's dead. This guy is gonna probably sit on this hill shooting at us. This is still here. So this is gone. This guy's arm is a little weak. You move this way. He can actually not have to give too much of a worry to this, so he could take the commando this direction across this stone river. This probably hurt me quite a lot. 45. Oh yeah, I would definitely wail on the Locust now. Depends if he... I mean, this is what... Okay. Well, that's the dead arm, so that's not too bad. Head hit kind of sucks. I definitely don't reserve here. So we punch you. You go down. Might even kill you. Poor guy. Yeah. Okay, so he obviously hasn't met a sumo. If he's confused about why it doesn't get to... So what he wanted was he wanted to jump in, flamethrower, jump out, right? That's what he really wanted. And now he's getting just absolutely rectangled in here. All of these guys, you could keep on this. I don't really care if he keeps firing on the AL so much. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is retarded, but... Actually, was it? Let's see, so... I don't know. You can call that retarded, but, I mean, people probably look at the Arclight Firestarter and call that retarded. It's just a thing to play around, right? We got that arm gone. Actually, the real problem with Arclight here... yeah, I mean... You can argue against how mechanics work, but... I mean, there's an Arclight on the ground, right? There's gonna be... I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a big problem with Arclight in a sec, and it's really gonna show. See, what? We probably go with you last. And the fact that she doesn't have a lot of hit points. If she loses that shoulder, she's gonna have a real rough life. I'm tempted to forward face now. Because I think he's gonna come in. We will try to relax on the heat. What do we need here? We need 3 to hit. Because we're in trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. 10 damage. I mean, we've got one more to go. If this doesn't die now, then we will use ozone on this. Fairly happy with that. I just want to overkill it, because if it gets up, we're in for a world of hurt on some of our heat here. Alright, choices to be had. Where's that? He's sitting there on top of a hill? Okay. Sure. We're gonna forward face. I don't know where this commando's going. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. No, come on. Dude. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.